when you're like bash, but like with with like a CR, like crash, like Castle Crashers. Whether you bash, smash, gnash, or lash in Castle Crashers, you always crash. In case you don't know, Castle Crashers is a pretty popular 2D side-scroller where you play as a variety of different knights with a lot of different powers and abilities. So this video was originally going to be about my childhood stories with the game. That was way too short and way too confusing, so instead I decided to force myself to do some work, do some studying, do some research for this video. So let's do this. Castle Crashers will always hold near and dear to my heart. It has always been a really fun game to play with my cousins. And it's just a genuine fun time for the whole family or friends. Now, a lot of you might know it from like when it was on the Xbox 360, like during that era. But it originally started out as a game called Ye Old Sky. Or if you're even older, you might even remember it back when it was just called Ye Old Side Scroller. That's a very deep cut. But now it seems to be on more current gen consoles. I've got a DLC on Steam that I really wish I could play, honestly, but anyway, this game started on Newgrounds, which was and still is a much more way more mature site for games and videos before YouTube. And a good bit of YouTubers even started out as Newgrounds. Some examples are like Eagle Raptor or Rubber Ross. This game was developed by Behemoth, which was founded by Tom Fulp and Dan Paladin. They are also known for creating games like Battle by Theater, which I played on the channel. Don't watch the video actually, it's not very good. And they also made Alien Hominins. Fun fact, both of those aliens are actually in Castle Crashers. Wait, do you think that they take place in the same universe? Because it wouldn't really contradict the events. I mean, yeah, because it's like Castle Crashers in the past, but anyways. Both those games also got on the Xbox 360, which from what I can see wasn't very common. Games like Fancy Pants or Henry Stickmin were also on Newgrounds, but never got a full console release. But are both still pretty popular, with both of them being originally from Newgrounds. All Behemoth games weren't really known for their stories. They're mainly focused on the gameplay. I feel like a good example of this are the first two Riddle School games. Fun and exciting, but not very in-depth. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I really like the fun stories. In fact, it's the opposite. All Behemoth games have a simple yet fun and interesting stories. Not every game needs like FNAF or Kingdom Hearts level of complicatedness in their stories. The story of Castle Crashers is relatively simple. You choose a variety of different knights, and you as a solo gamer or a bunch of your friends or family must find and defeat a bunch of people that kidnapped a bunch of princesses, like your average fairy tale. So you must bring them back by any means necessary, killing off anyone who stands in your way, even if it's the own people you're playing with. And this kind of weird king guy that looks like he would be on several restraining orders. Or this knight that kind of looks like a Sonic, looks like a Sonic and Shadow situation. Anyways, back to the thing about killing your friends. You see, after a major boss fight, to save a princess, you must fight with the other people you are playing with to get the little princess kiss at the end. It's a pretty simple concept and not very in-depth, but it works for the story that they're trying to tell. Across the whole game, you can change your weapons to a variety of different weapons that you unlock by either fighting them in levels or killing certain enemies, or kind of just breaking stuff too, like doing as much property damage as possible. But if you also look harder while you're looking for weapons, you might also find some of these pets. Pets in these games do a variety of different things, like giving you extra damage, attacking for you, or finding you some food. All of them are important in their own specific ways.